90-day fiancé, Rob reveals he H00 kept up with
clear.
Sophie after Hunt for Love, but doesn't want to get back with her. Rob, Warne, and Sophie Sierra are ready to stir drama yet again on 90-day fiancé.
Yeah, I tried, and
the former confirmed hooking up with the latter after leaving the resort.
That's why
he
I'm
returned
here.
to his estranged wife after getting heartbroken by Jeniffer Tarazona on Hunt for Love. The American native joined the show to get back into the dating game. Warne stirred up back-to-back drama for his wild romance with Jeniffer and Elise on the show. Many viewers believed Tarazona would pick him, and they would leave the resort together. But the reality TV star had to leave the show as a single. Rob is back on the tell-all to give an update about his life. However, fans are shocked to learn about his complicated dynamics with Sophie. What did Rob reveal about his marriage? Is he still with Sophie? 90-day fiancé, Sophie to join tell-all as a surprise guest. Sophie Sierra and Rob Warne had the most problematic relationship on 90-day fiancé. They broke up on the last resort and threw shade at each other on social media. Fans were shocked when the couple confirmed getting physical after the show on the reunion. Rob joined Hunt for Love to find a new partner. He is still married to Sophie legally. Hence, viewers were waiting for the latter's reaction to her partner's ongoing show. Surprisingly, the reality TV celeb threw a lot of shade at her estranged husband. The entire Hunt for Love cast reunited for the tell episodes. TLC already teased a surprise visit from exes in the teaser. The network hasn't confirmed Sophie's appearance at the segment. But fans believe she would not miss the chance to bring her ex down. The TLC star's presence would surely stir drama on TV. 90-day fiancé, Rob reveals complicated relationship update with Sophie. Rob Warne has been living a single life proudly since his split from Sophie Sierra. He explored several options on Hunt for Love and claimed he has no relationship with his ex. Elise was initially in disbelief to learn that her co-star was legally Sophie's husband and felt he had blindsided her about his relationship status. Hence, fans knew Rob's marriage status would be discussed in the upcoming tell-all episodes. Recently, TLC dropped the teaser for the new episode. In it, Rob revealed the state of his relationship with Sophie. The former shared that he was okay to move on after his wife refused to recommit to him on the last resort. He stated, "But after I left the resort, we were hooking up again a little bit." All the cast members were in disbelief to learn about Rob and Sophie's new dynamics. However, Warne revealed that they stopped getting intimate when expectations started to come. He wasn't looking to resume the relationship again. Suki asked the 90-day fiancé star why it was okay to get physical with his ex. Rob smirked a little before saying, "I don't really know." Rob finally explained that they are still husband and wife, and it gets tough to move forward. He made it clear that they both had moved on before revealing Sophie's new relationship. Rob alleged that Sophie might be dating Chantel's ex, Pedro. 90-day fiancé, Elise Benson grills Rob Warne after unexpected meet-up with a co-star. Elise Benson doesn't hesitate to put Rob Warne back in his place or expose him for his real intentions. She became instantly popular for her intimate moment with the latter on their first meeting. However, the 90-day fiancé newbie quickly spotted the red flags and chose to explore other options. Elise wasn't aware of Rob's actual marital status when she met him. She accused him of lying about the Real dynamics and felt that he had only used her to improve his bad guy image. The TLC star noticed how quickly Warne moved on from her to Jeniffer. Elise made many friends on the show and became an instant fan favorite due to her bold and confident personality. She appears to have met a shocking co-star to grill Warne. Who is the cast member? What is she up to now? 90-day fiancé, Elise exposes Rob and Jen's secret sleepover. Elise Benson initially tried to make some genuine connections on Hunt for Love. However, she gradually learned how to cope with drama. The 90-day fiancé star was shocked when a cast member assumed she slept with Rob. Elise was shocked to find out it was Jeniffer. Hence, the reality TV star decided to expose the secret on camera. Jen attempted to flirt with Rob during a session when the producers showed him a childhood photograph. She felt the photo didn't represent the depth he has in real life. Benson asked if her co-star saw the depth of their little sleepover. Tarazona tried to get back on her and said she was the first to experience that. She accidentally claimed it wasn't necessary to have sex with someone if they spent the night together. Fans loved Elise for the way she made Jen confess the truth. 90 Day Fiancé, Elise teams up with unexpected cast member against Rob. Elise Benson might not have found a real connection on Hunt for Love, but she made some genuine friends. She often hangs out with the cast and flaunts their bond on social media. Recently, the TLC star left fans in disbelief after her unexpected meeting with Rob's ex, Sophie Sierra. Elise shared a photo with the latter after meeting her in Los Angeles. Sophie has been a part of 90 Day Fiancé for years. She grilled Rob many times for hiding the truth and putting all the blame on her for their breakup. The American native also took a jab at her ex when Elise talked about the screenshots on her phone. The latter claimed that Rob messaged and flirted with her after their intimate moment. She was shocked that Warne refused to have a conversation with him. Sophie also showed some screenshots of her husband's flirty conversation with men online on the last resort. She claimed that her husband was queer. Fans were shocked to see Sophie and Elise in the same frame. The two ladies must have posed together to grill Rob. The latter made so many accusations against the two women. Hence, fans are curious to know if Sophie and Elise are up for something big. The former also met some other cast members in LA, including Aaliyah, Sean, and Courtney K. 90 Day Fiancé's Sophie Sierra shockingly reacts to Rob Warne's return to 90 Day, Hunt for Love. Sophie Sierra has shared her thoughts on Rob Warne's appearance on 90 Day, Hunt for Love. Despite red flags in their relationship, Sophie married Rob in 2023. She gave Rob numerous opportunities to better himself and chose to overlook his previous infidelity. However, she ultimately felt that he hadn't made any significant changes. In December 2024, Sophie appeared in 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, where she alleged that Rob was still being unfaithful. Sophie ended her relationship with Rob, and he later joined the cast of 90 Day, Hunt for Love in search of a new romantic partner. While Rob has moved on and is ready to fall in love again, Sophie is still healing from the trauma of their unsuccessful marriage. Recently, Sophie posted a clip of Rob's recent appearance in a 90 Day Fiancé spin-off, 90 Day, Hunt for Love, on her Instagram story. With the clip, she added a sarcastic caption in which she joked about Rob denying screenshots, saying, "My ex still out here disputing screenshots I see." Instagram blogger at @TherealityMiss reshared Sophie's Instagram story, and many fans urged her to move on. At angeldust.vu wrote, "Leave the guy alone." At Linda Hoover 795 commented, "I think she needs to move on." What Sophie's reaction to Rob's return means. Sophie may still have unresolved feelings toward Rob. It's surprising to see Sophie talking about Rob even though he has moved on from her. It appears she is still not over Rob and wants him to take responsibility for his actions. Sophie likely wants Rob to accept fault for damaging their relationship. Unfortunately for Sophie, Rob quickly moved on after filming 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2. He chose not to wait around and began dating new people. Rob seems to have a vision for his future, and Sophie doesn't appear to be included in those plans. Not the first time Sophie has mentioned Rob on social media after their breakup. Over the months, she has criticized her former husband, claiming that he wasn't trustworthy. A week ago, she posted a cryptic message suggesting that Rob may never be able to forget her, even though he has started dating again. It appears that Sophie is finding it difficult to move on from her past relationship and is surprised that Rob isn't mourning their failed marriage. Through her comments about Rob, Sophie likely wants other women to know that he wasn't a good husband to her. Our take on Sophie's negative reaction to Rob's appearance. Perhaps Sophie needs to express her emotions. Sophie's reaction to Rob's appearance on 90 Day, Hunt for Love is understandable. She is hurt and wants to vent, as she has negative feelings towards him. However, it would be better if Sophie moved on from Rob and focused on her dreams. As a young entrepreneur who has found success while selling waist trainers, she should consider investing her energy in expanding her business. Sophie could also think about dating new people. Avoiding watching 90 Day, Hunt for Love, spending time with friends, and going on solo adventures will help her move on from Rob. 90 Day Fiancé's Sophie Sierra faces major money-making setback in America after Rob-Warne split. 90 Day. The last resort star Sophie Sierra recently launched her new business in America, but she's already hit a roadblock, indicating a significant decline in her earnings. Sophie married Los Angeles man Rob Warne during 90 Day Fiancé Season 10, but the couple did not have a happily ever after. She left him because she couldn't trust him after a cheating scandal. While Sophie continued to live in the US, she worked as a content creator and adult model. However, Sophie also used her weight loss to her advantage by starting her own fitness-based website. Sophie recently shared a rant on her Instagram, revealing the troubles she's facing with her business due to her bank. Sophie tagged Chase Bank as she complained about how the bank allegedly closed her business account for no reason and did not even notify her about it. Do not use it, Chase Bank, Sophie warned her followers. She revealed she had found out only after she was shut out of her account. Sophie added that her bank is trying to rectify things by sending her a check when she is out of town. She continued, "They won't give me a way to just send all my existing money to my personal account." Sophie claimed she'll have to fly to a different state and wait a month to get her money. What Sophie's bank problems mean for her business in America. Banking issue delays Sophie's business plans and impacts her income. Sophie typically avoids using her social media to post harsh reviews about brands. She prefers to keep her content positive, except when calling out Rob or addressing false rumors such as claims that she has a sugar daddy or is dating a bachelor alum. Her decision to speak out suggests the recent banking issue may have seriously impacted her business. Sophie has built her brand from the ground up, and it means everything to her. It's clear she's deeply passionate about her work, which makes this roadblock all the more personal and frustrating. Sophie was in the process of launching her own workout wear line, having initially started by selling waist trainers. However, she now faces a major setback, as she will have to wait a month to access her own money. Although Sophie appears to have other sources of income, the delay is a significant obstacle. She has supported herself and lived independently since the age of 17, despite having a wealthy grandfather. Understandably, Sophie seems frustrated by the situation, which may result in the loss of a substantial amount of income. Our take on Sophie ranting on social media about money-making setback. Sophie leverages her platform to demand action from bank. Sophie is a well-known face on reality TV, having appeared in several 90 Day Fiancé spin-offs and seasons. Even before her television debut, she was a popular influencer with thousands of followers. Her Instagram following alone has now grown to over 305,000. By tagging the bank's official Instagram handle in her story, Sophie likely aimed to draw attention to her issue and push for a faster resolution. While her messages to the bank came across as angry, they clearly reflect the 90 Day. The last resort star's deep frustration with the entire situation. 90 Day Fiancé's Rob Warne's shocking relationship update with Sophie Sierra amid Hunt for Love debut. 90 Day Fiancé star Rob Warne is opening up about his current relationship status with Sophie Sierra as he returns to TV on 90 Day, Hunt for Love, following an unsuccessful attempt to fix things on The Last Resort Season 2. Rob, an actor and model from Los Angeles, first connected with Sophie when she found his profile on Instagram and began messaging him. However, during their long-distance relationship, Rob was also chatting with other women online, leading to serious trust issues. Despite giving therapy a shot after marrying, Sophie ended the relationship just months into their marriage. What's the latest on this couple's marital status? Rob has let In Touch know that neither he nor Sophie has filed for divorce. "Sophie and I have definitely already talked about it," Rob told the publication. He mentioned that Sophie had spoken to a lawyer and so had he. However, Rob had yet to hire a lawyer, and he didn't have the paperwork ready either. Considering Sophie had talked to a lawyer, Rob revealed what she had found out about their case. "It's just gonna take a little bit of time," Rob informed the source. What Rob and Sophie not being divorced means for their 90-day fiancé future. Rob and Sophie's fame grows despite breakup and ongoing drama. Rob will be seen in 90 Day, Hunt for Love among several other 90 Day Fiancé cast members from previous seasons. He appears to be the only newcomer in the long list of familiar faces such as Colt Johnson and Usman Umar. It goes on to show how popular Rob has become within just a couple of years of his debut. While his relationship with Sophie did not work out, he got himself involved in as many controversies as he could to make a mark in the franchise. Perhaps what sealed the deal for him was his feud with Jasmine Pineda, due to which Rob emerged as a villain. Meanwhile, Sophie has charmed viewers with her sweet and likable personality. Fans rallied behind her, especially after seeing how Rob treated her during their marriage. Beyond the show, Sophie has built a strong presence on social media, sharing fashion and fitness content while also earning income through adult modeling and her own online business. Being part of 90 Day Fiancé has significantly boosted both her and Rob's public profiles. Although Rob insists their relationship is over for good, the fact that their divorce is still pending suggests there may still be unresolved feelings and possibly more to come. Our take on Sophie and Rob getting back together in the future. Rob and Sophie's on and off romance continues to confuse fans. 90 Day Fiancé fans are well aware of Rob and Sophie's rocky history, having seen them break up and reconcile multiple times, both before their reality TV debut and on the show. Even after Sophie rejected Rob during The Last Resort, the two reportedly hooked up while filming Between the Sheets. This came after Rob was seen in Mexico, mingling with other women and even sparking dating rumors with 90 Day Fiancé alum Jeniffer Tarazona. Despite everything, Rob and Sophie seem to keep the door open, leaving fans wondering if another reunion is just around the corner. 90 Day Fiancé, Tiffany Franco admits she's madly in love with Rob. As Hunt for Love has taken over the reality TV world, that's all 90 Day Fiancé fans want to talk about. After all, TLC introduced a fresh new concept with this edition. It includes 8 cast members who fans have known from several spin-offs and seasons. It includes Tiffany, Rob, Chantel, Tim, Jennifer, Usman, Courtney and Colt. They are in Tulum, Mexico, in a resort among 16 other new faces to find love. Well, things have been interesting as ever, as lots of connections were broken and formed simultaneously. Viewers have been warned to hold their horses and watch till the end, as a lot of crazy things will happen. Well, some of the cast members are already hinting about the twists. It includes Tiffany Franco and Rob Warne. Will they get together in the series? 90 Day Fiancé, Tiffany cheered for Rob as he kissed Elise. Tiffany Franco is back on 90 Day Fiancé, Hunt for Love, and fans feel she is the most lively cast member in the villa. She has been nothing but sweet to everyone and even stood by her friends during their moments of distress. Everyone remembers one of the major highlights from the first episode itself. Rob and Elise were a part of the hot tub speed dating event, and within an hour, they made out with each other. Lots of other cast members, like Tiffany, who were at the same place, were in utter shock. However, she had a bright smile on her face as she cheered for something so scandalous. But it looks like Tiffany might have been supportive of Rob, but she too has the hots for him. What made viewers say so? Well, she also addressed this through a social media post. 90 Day Fiancé, Tiffany admits she is madly in love with Rob. Apart from starring in Hunt for Love, the 90 Day Fiancé stars are also coming together for another segment, Between the Sheets. It has them reacting and sharing their views about the major moments from the former show. Apart from them, the producers also make them play fun games, and they get to bond with one another. Tiffany and Rob have shot for some segments together. A fan, while interacting with Tiffany during the Ask Anything session, wanted to know if she would ever date Rob. They felt that they really had the chemistry. Well, the star decided to take this lightly while saying she liked to pretend that she was madly in love with him and he really got her. But then she also clarified that they were just really good friends. They do have fun banters while filming. But fans found out that things are platonic between the two. But by the looks of how the new season of Hunt for Love is going? Do you think Rob and Tiffany will give each other a shot in the show? Tell us in the comments. Hope she is okay. 90 Day Fiancé's Sophie shares disturbing photos after alleged assault incident. 90 Day Fiancé star Sophie Sierra is sharing details of an alleged assault on her by a psychopath. Sophie is a British reality TV star first introduced in 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 when she moved to the US to marry Rob Warne. Sophie had trust issues with Rob and found him to be ambitionless. She still gave him a chance when they tried couples therapy, but Sophie had proof that Rob was unfaithful. Sophie continued to live in America and was recently rumored to be dating Chantel Everett's ex-husband, Pedro Jimeno. Sophie had been looking forward to her Los Angeles move and celebrating the success of her new business when she had to face a traumatic experience. Shabudi reposted Sophie's Instagram stories where she clicked pictures of herself with bloody lips. She had shared several stories from her night out at a restaurant in Austin before she wrote that she was assaulted last night by a psychopath. Sophie added that she has multiple stitches on her face and is currently recovering from the incident, both physically and mentally. Sophie mentioned she won't do any of her scheduled streams. Since police were involved, she refused to share more information of the incident. All I will say is evil people will always get their karma, she continued.